than the bubbles, so I think it might be a better one to go for. So let me just swing over to a star. I guess we'll go to calf, maybe. Yeah, let's go over to calf. Okay, very good, Jack. That's perfect, because we'll go to a new object. Try it there. And that's why I keep repeating about night conditions and everything, because it doesn't matter what camera you have, nothing's going to be good if the sky conditions are not there for you. It makes a huge difference. Alright, that's good enough. Well, at least I got my go-to lined up again. Alright. Last night was terrible. It was worse than this. I didn't have the conditions at all. So we're going to go to NGC 7538. And let's just grab 10 seconds just to confirm. And default, and I'm going to slide this up quite a bit, almost to 100, just to see if I see an object there. There it is there. Okay. Alright, and don't think we'll be able to get by with anything more than 30 seconds. So we'll close up the exposure and gain. Color balance, we're in a different location, so let's just hit white balance, close that one up. Saturation, I'm going to go to 115. Now, this is what I was telling you about the double peak. We know it's going to fall here, so we don't have to wait. Bring it over here, there. You'll see when the next refresh comes, this will line up right about here. That way you're only waiting half the time on the histogram. Unless there's thin clouds or something, and that can alter the histogram for sure. This is the beetle, Joe. There we go, see? Lined up where I was predicting. 7538, NGC 7538, Joe? Oh yeah, conditions are terrible. Alright, that's way too much exposure. Take this down to 20. I'm noticing that too, Bob, when I really push it. Now, I'm wondering if it's the sky conditions bringing that out. That's almost the same position I had before, but not as bad. That's what I was telling you about that green patching. Some of us have that, and some of us don't. So you consider yourself lucky. Now, are you pushing it? Like I have the gain to 3, so it's not severe, but it's not low. And the exposure was up to 30. Really? Okay. Could be something, you never know. There might be something going on with this sensor. Who knows? But I've always had it right here and here. 2 areas, right there and there. You see that, Jack? And that's what people were saying about that green. I'm going to put that back to default. Slide right to there. Yeah. So I don't know why I'm getting it. Bob is right. I do have it quite bad. And I'm not really pushing the gain too much. I'm at 3 out of 5, so I'm just over half, 60%, and I'm only at, what was it, 30 seconds before, so it's not real. It's not like I'm doing 60 seconds to 90 second exposure. See, I'm still seeing it there. Not as bad, but it's there in both places, and that's only a 20 second. Yeah, that's true. Let's open up a dark. That's a good point you brought up. Sorry to disturb the show, but Bob's making some good points. Let's bring up the master. Master dark. And let's see. Nope. I am not seeing it. Now, don't forget, it could be, this is all left at default here, this dark. That's all at default settings. Okay, gain at 3, 60 seconds, but it's default. This has the histogram stretched a little bit, not much. Well, actually, I'm only using -5 on the contrast. Everything else, this is actually better because it's lowered at from 128 to 115. So I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm not really stretching it with the white point. I can see if I'm doing this. Oh, put your sunglasses on. Here we go. I can see if I was really lowering that white point. But I'm actually raising the dark, which should darken the background. And I'm definitely seeing the green here and here. There you go. You see it clearly when I lower the white point. So I'm really stretching the data. And you can really see it here. Do you notice this on your camera? I think you have the DSc. Yeah, I could do that. Actually, I probably could pull up and use the processing tools. There, see when I put the histogram back to default, you can't see it as much, but it is still there. I notice it right there and there. I can still see it. Let's see. Where is the stretching tool? Should be curves. I don't know if this one here is. No, not bad. So that's what I don't understand. I just raised the curve, stretched the dark. You can see amp glow. If you were to flip this image, flip it, this area here would be up here, and this would be here, and that is identical to the 828 sensor for amp glow, 828 on the exterminator. This is the 829. So basically it does have the amp glow here and here, but it's flipped, it's reversed. It is not mirrored, it's just flipped. So you can see it's identical to the exterminator, the 828 sensor, where it has the dual areas of amp glow. But I don't see that green blotching though, Bob. That actually doesn't look too bad. So I really don't know. I don't know why that doesn't delete. Uh-oh. That's okay, we saved our dark.